Okay, let's be honest. For a while now, it's kind of felt like the iPhone has been stuck on repeat, right? A little bit faster, a slightly better camera, but today we are diving into a launch that really genuinely feels different. We are talking all about the brand new iPhone 17.
I mean, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that upgrade fatigue that, a lot of us have been feeling. You hear the biggest leap ever, and you just roll your eyes. But that last part, until this year, that's the key. It really feels like this year Apple finally broke the mold.
So, what's the very first thing you need to know? Well, this isn't just about a faster chip or a new color. Nope. Apple has completely shaken up and restructured the entire iPhone family.
All right, here is the new family portrait. So you've got the standard iPhone 17, which now starts with a very generous 256 gigs of storage for $799. That's a nice bump. Then look at this. There's the all-new iPhone 17 Air for $999. And of course, the Pro and Pro Max are back at their usual price points.
And what if you want to go all out? The top of the line, maxed out model? Well, a fully loaded 2 terabyte Pro Max is going to set you back nearly $2,000. Yeah, we're talking about a serious investment here. Basically the same price as a high-end laptop.
So for all of you out there ready to grab one, here are the dates to circle on your calendar. They were unveiled September 9th, pre-orders started on the 12th, and they'll be in stores and in your hands on September 19th. Mark it down. Okay, lineup and dates are sorted. Now let's get to the juicy stuff, right? The upgrades that actually matter. What makes this phone so different? Well, we're talking about huge steps forward in design, the display, the camera, and of course, performance. The design is where you're going to feel the change right away. The Pro model has this really cool new two-tone aluminum unibody, and that camera bump is now a plateau that actually helps with cooling. But honestly, the real showstopper is the Air. I mean, at just 5.6 millimeters, it is the thinnest iPhone ever made. Plus, it has this new dedicated camera control button for making those little adjustments without tapping the screen. Now this is a huge deal, and it's a win for everybody, not just the people buying the Pro models. The base iPhone 17 finally gets the 120Hz ProMotion display and the always-on feature. That means that super smooth scrolling and seeing info at a glance is now standard. No more having to pay extra for a feature that, let's be real, was long overdue on the base models. And here's another upgrade that applies to every single model. The peak screen brightness has doubled. What does that actually mean for you? It means you can finally use your phone in direct sunlight without doing that awkward thing where you cup your hand over the screen just to see what's on it. It's a game changer. Okay, let's talk cameras because the whole system got a massive overhaul. So say goodbye to that old 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. It's gone. Now, every single rear camera on every single iPhone 17 model is a high-resolution 48-megapixel sensor, period. Now, on the Pro models, this is where things get really crazy. You've got your 48-megapixel wide and your 48-megapixel ultra-wide, but the huge news, the really big deal, is the brand new periscope telephoto lens. This gives you a true 8x optical zoom for the very first time on an iPhone. We're talking a massive leap forward for anyone who loves taking photos on their phone. And don't worry, the front camera didn't get left behind. Not at all. It's now an 18-megapixel sensor with a wider field of view, so you can actually fit all your friends in the group selfie without someone's head getting cut off. It also gets center stage, which keeps you in the frame when you move, and this awesome feature for creators called dual capture. You can record from the front and back cameras at the same time. Super cool for vlogging. All right, let's talk about the brains behind the whole operation, Apple Intelligence. Now, the most important thing to get here is how Apple is doing this. Instead of sending all your personal data up to the cloud, these really powerful AI features run directly on your phone. It's all about getting smart features without sacrificing your privacy. So what does that actually mean for you day to day? Well, we're talking about a much smarter Siri that actually understands what you mean. You're getting writing tools that can help you rephrase an email or summarize your notes. You can even create images right inside messages. Oh, and searching your photos is about to get way more powerful. This is practical, useful AI that you'll actually use every single day. And what's making all of this magic happen? Well, it's the brand new A19 and A19 Pro chips. They're built on a new process, which basically means they're faster and way more efficient. The Pro models in particular are seeing a 40% boost in sustained performance. So everything from intense gaming to just jumping between apps is going to feel completely effortless. And of course, the big question, what about battery life? Well, it is seriously impressive across the board. The Pro Max, no surprise, is the king, setting a new record for the best battery life ever in an iPhone. But the standard iPhone 17 is right on its tail. And what's really wild is that the super thin Air still gives you incredible all-day performance. It's just a really, really strong lineup. Okay, we've gone through the new design, the amazing display, the killer camera, and all that new performance. So that brings us to the one big question that's probably on your mind right now. With all these changes, all these new models, should you actually upgrade? Let's break it down.
Look, let's make this super simple. If you're currently using an iPhone 15 or anything older than that, the answer is absolutely. Yes, this is one of the biggest, most meaningful upgrades Apple has put out in a very, very long time. But if you just upgraded to the iPhone 16 last year, well, that's a tougher call. The new features are fantastic, for sure, but you really have to ask yourself if the new design, the AI stuff, and the camera are worth dropping that kind of money again so soon. And if you do decide to take the plunge, here's a quick little guide to help you pick. The standard iPhone 17 is just the best all-around value for most people. The new Air, that's for the minimalist who absolutely hates a bulky phone. The Pro is for all you creative types and photographers out there. And the Pro Max, well, that's for the power user who wants it all. The biggest screen, the best battery, zero compromises. You know, to wrap this all up, I think this quote really says it perfectly. This isn't just another small, incremental S-year update. It really feels like a fundamental reset of the iPhone, in its design, its AI, its camera, and even in its ambition. So yeah, Apple has definitely reset the bar. The iPhone 17 is smarter, it's thinner, and it's way more capable than ever before. So after seeing everything it can do, the only real question left is this the phone for you?